Let's talk about a major new rule coming to Missouri that is stirring up a lot of conversation. So the state's new Attorney General, Catherine Hanaway, just announced that they are officially moving forward with a law requiring age verification on pornographic and other sexually explicit websites. So starting on November 30th, any commercial website where at least 1/3 of the content is considered pornographic, you will have to verify that you are an adult. So what does that mean? I think you have to actually put in your identification on these websites.
Dang.
Well,
that's that.
We're here, guys.
That's that.
I don't know. I have a weird, I don't know how I feel about this. Like, on one hand, I like it.
I have very mixed emotions as well.
Yeah, because like
I want to protect the kids.
I do want to protect the kids, but I also want to protect like
your identity.
Your identity, and I feel like we're all out there so much. But I guess it doesn't matter because we are out there so much. So I don't know. I guess lean on the side of caution and protect them kids.
The Attorney General is calling this a major victory for Missouri families and a milestone in protecting kids from online pornography. And she said some of the companies want to make a profit in Missouri. They have to prove their users are adults. If they don't comply, they could face civil penalties and even be shut out of the state.
This has to freak people out, though, that are like avid porn watchers. Because, I mean, even if you're doing nothing wrong, you're completely being great and just having a very healthy relationship with pornography and like whatever. Now you're going to be worried, paranoid that you put your ID in and then you're going to go into some sort of list of, hey, Scott Daniel Rizzuto really loves furries.
Leave my name out of this.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he lives in Wildwood and he's watching furry content.
Right.
Like, now you're going to have that thought in the back of your head. You know what I mean?
Okay, so that's going to take effect November 30th here in Missouri. So you better get, I mean, you got a month and a half to, almost 2 months.
Oh, my. Yeah. I have not gone to a pornography website in so long. Like, it's probably been 10 years. I'm not even being hyperbole right now.
They already have this law in effect in some states already.
Yeah. I thought a lot of states,
like Florida.
Texas.
Florida, you can't, because I was down there in January, you can't get on, because I tried it just to see what would happen, because that's when the news broke about like Pornhub. You couldn't go to Pornhub in
Texas
Florida.
Too.
And so you had to put your information in, and I was like, that's fascinating.
Okay, so what are some of the side effects to this? What are some of the side effects to these laws? And in the UK, they already have, in the UK, there's already something like this. There is a law in the UK for age verification. Do you know what some of the side effects that are going on there?
Is it like...
No.
I guess the definition, what is pornography?
No, it's driving people to shadier porn sites.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
Huh.
Sucks.
So how... I guess because they won't abide by the rules.
Right.
Wow. So it's not a thing that the state just puts on where it pops up automatically. It's
no, you as the website provider need to put that on. You need to actively on your own website, like so if Pornhub or whoever owns Pornhub, they have to put the age verification on the site. So it's up to them to do it.
That's funny. So, because Pornhub, their parent company owns
a bunch of different ones.
Yeah, and they've had their troubles with child CP stuff and all that, and it's just so they'll do it on probably that one, but the other ones that have the exact same stuff on it, they don't have to do that.
So about a month ago, the UK started enforcing its Online Safety Act. So a big part of this law requires websites with adult content, porn sites, to verify their users' ages. In most cases, this means you have to upload a photo of your ID or take a selfie to prove you're old enough to be there. So the goal, which is I get it, is to keep kids away from porn and other harmful material. I mean, let's be honest. It's right there for if you got a phone, the kids have access to it.
Yeah.
But according to a new analysis by the Washington Post, did a big article about this, the law is backfiring. So it turns out people really don't want to upload their personal information.
They don't.
That's weird.
Crazy. People just don't want to do it.
Right.
Just to browse a website. So what are they doing instead? They're flocking to sites that are ignoring the law and not asking for ID at all.
Well, what's the percentage, you think?
You know what? I don't know.
Because they're saying flocking. Maybe it's like 8%. And those 8% may have gotten bored and as Rafe would say, got to the 100th page of whatever and then moving on anyway.
Yeah. So also, what happens if you're in the state of Missouri and you yourself break the rules and you go to a site without verifying your information? Are you going to be in trouble?
I don't know.
So if you're the user going to one of these random sketchy sites, could you get yourself in legal?
I don't know.
Lots of people are checking in about the VPNs that you can set up and say you live in a different state.
Yeah, but here, the big issue is Section 230 because these guys they're a platform, right? So they can hide behind the Section 230 that was developed in the 90s.
Well, they seem to be having to do this. I mean, they've done it in Florida, they've done it in Texas, and they're putting these verifications up there. Well, it's already happening. So the Post looked at the traffic for 90 of the biggest porn sites and found a clear pattern. The sites that followed the rules and added age verification saw their traffic drop. Meanwhile, the sites that didn't bother with their new rules saw their traffic surge. And some of these non-compliant sites even tripled their audience in the last month compared to the same time last year. And the porn industry actually warned this would happen. Pornhub's parent company basically said that when you make people verify their age, they don't just stop looking for adult content. They just go to less responsible sites that don't have any safety measures.
Yeah, that's what would pop up when you'd go to Pornhub's website. It was like a very political disclaimer about like, this is going to do more harm than good. Nobody wants this. This is like, I think they even said something about like free speech.
Well, the question is, whenever you go to the more weird websites, is that a tougher thing? Does it automatically pop up on Google like the other websites? Or is it, whenever you go to Google, is it going to be all the ones that abide by the law and they have to?
Yeah, I don't know.
So is it tougher for kids to find?
It's going to be whoever pays Google because Google is just a billboard.
Yeah, you're right.
Or it's going to be word of mouth. It may not show up in Google site. Well, unless you're safe searches. I don't know. I don't know how that works.
I mean, we had to do that. Why is it then? I mean, obviously, much different content. But if you go to an alcohol brand's website, you always have to say, like, it always pops up, are you 21 and up? And then it's just a yes or no question. Obviously, there's nothing, you can't drink the beer on a website.
You know, trying to protect kids. I get it.
Yeah.
This is
much different.
Much different. I think it's an apples and oranges comparison.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess there was no middle ground.
The UK's media regulator says it's opened an investigation into 4 porn sites for not complying, but the Washington Post analysis found 14 major sites that were skipping the age checks, and only one of them was on the regulator's list. So this is something definitely to watch, especially since 25 states here in the U.S. have passed similar age verification laws for porn sites. And 9 states have done the same for social media. So it seems like a well-intentioned idea is creating a whole new set of problems.
This is where I just feel like I'm just amazed we haven't come up with different internets for things where.
So the porn internet?
Yeah, you have like the porn internet where it's only allowed there and you can't get it on information internet. I don't know.
Plus parental controls on computers and stuff. You can make the internet look differently if you want it. But that's a user discretion.
But kids can outsmart. They'll easily outsmart their parents.
And maybe they'll go. Yeah, maybe DVDs sales will start going up.
You know, this younger generation is buying a lot of physical content like that. I mean, the
Bring
DVDs
back the
are back,
VHS
CDs
porn.
are back. Yeah, why
Bring
not?
back the VHS porn.
We want the beaded curtain back.